Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about breast cancer awareness. Not only is it the last day of the month, but it's also my mom's birthday. We're going to be creating a beautiful pink look, and we'll talk about the facts. I'll share a little bit about my mom, and we'll create a beautiful pink look. So if you're interested in seeing what I come up with and just hearing some really cool stuff about a woman that meant so much to me, then just keep watching. Thank you for clicking on my video. This was an important video for me to film. As many of you know, my mom is actually the reason why I started my channel. She's also not here today. She's not here today because she passed away from breast cancer on August 3rd, 2019. Now, that can sound like this is gonna be totally a downer of a video, and I can assure you that it's not, for a couple of reasons. One, this should be an empowering video. This should be a video where we give voice to the things that scare us the most. We provide facts around those things that scare us, and then we take the power back. We make sure that we're doing everything that we can so that we continue the conversation about breast cancer, that we can share with others why it's so extremely important to go and get tested, to have a baseline mammogram done. When you take that power back, it's not as scary. And there's a couple cool things that I'll share in the video as well. So I'm gonna start off by sharing facts. I'm gonna share a little bit about my mom. I'm also going to be sharing something very, very special about the friend that I'm collaborating with on this video. Her name is Aileen, and she is from A Merch Beauty. I met her a couple months ago. She just started kind of coming around to my lives, and we all kind of got to know her. Well, we found out that she wanted to start her own YouTube channel as well. And of course, you guys know, I love encouraging people to do this as a creative outlet. I think it's wonderful. In the last few weeks, I learned a little bit about her story and her experience with breast cancer. She is a breast cancer survivor, and I guess that's what really motivated me to do this, because as ugly as that word sounds, and when you think about how many people we know that have passed away from breast cancer, reality is that the success rate is a lot higher. That among us, there are over 3.5 million breast cancer survivors. So that's an encouraging and empowering statistic. People don't talk about that as much. We wanted to talk about it. We wanted to keep the conversation going, because just because it's the last day of the month doesn't mean that the discussion has to end or needs to end. It actually needs to continue to make sure that the success rate and the survival rate is higher and higher every year. That starts by early detection, by being educated about it, by knowing what to do to make sure that we're on top of our annual checkups and everything else that goes along with it. So again, this is not a downer of a video. My mom was a very practical woman. She was a very strong woman. And I think that today, because of that, I can do this because she was a community servant. She operated with such a deep, deep sense of servant leadership and of purpose, and I'd like to do the same, sharing her story today. I'm not really going to talk about the makeup that I'm using. It's going to be more about just talking about different things as I apply my makeup. By the time we're done with the video, I'll have a pink makeup look. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the facts, and although these may seem a little daunting or scary, they are facts, and when you know the facts, when you know better, you do better. In 2020, it is estimated that 276,840 new cases of breast cancer will be diagnosed. These are invasive breast cancer diagnoses. There's going to be another 48,000 non-invasive breast cancer diagnoses given out to patients. Now, although those numbers sound scary, 64% of those diagnoses are diagnosed at a localized stage. That means that the breast cancer has not spread. That's great news, because if it hasn't spread yet, there's a lot better chance of catching it early, stopping it dead in its tracks, and ensuring that successful survival rate. So again, great, great news. 1 in 8 women in the US will be diagnosed with breast cancer sometime in their life. And so knowing those statistics, again, should not scare us, should not pull us away into our little cocoon or cave to hide. It should empower us to know, listen, I know the facts. I also understand the survival rates. So instead of hiding from something that scares me, let me lean in towards it and let me go find out the facts about my body. My goal with this video is to take that stigma away, to open up the discussion, and to tell you that to feel scared is normal, but to give in to fear is a choice. And so if we have the statistics, if we know that we have a 99% chance of surviving this, if we're checking early, that's great, great news, and that makes me feel wonderful. I'm gonna be working on a full pink makeup look. I have a lot of palettes, and it's funny because I hate pink. I don't like it. Like, it's not the color I gravitate towards. And when I started pulling eyeshadow palettes out, I was like, what the heck is this? I have a ton of pink eyeshadows, so I just want to take you through it, and then we'll just kind of decide what we're going to do. So the first one that popped out, because it's very, very in-your-face pink, is the new Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. So check that out. We have a ton of pink here, especially that one there. Then I pulled out my new MAC Holiday 2020 palette. We've got some pretty pinks here in the middle that we can use. Of course, Mama Pat. We can't forget about Mama Pat with all her divine rose stuff that we've got here. Love Mama Pat. I guess when I look at the Divine Rose, it's the Divine Rose Decadence as well as the Divine Rose 2 that we can work with some pinks there. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my mom. I'm going to talk a little bit about my friend Aileen, and just in general what my thoughts are about breast cancer, what my fears were, and then just how I get through them. So the reason why it was important for us to film today is because not only is it the last day of October, so after this, breast cancer awareness is still a conversation, but maybe not as much. But it's also my mom's birthday today, October 31st, which she always hated because it's Halloween. And, you know, I just thought, like, when Aileen said, well, like, breast cancer awareness continues, it should continue. This is something that people deal with all year long, not just October. But it just kind of, the conversation then shifts to something else, you know? So for us, not only was it a beautiful way to memorialize my mom's birthday and talk about something that may help someone. When we thought about filming this video, we were a little worried because her and I were a little emotional. And so we're like, you know, how are we going to get through this? How can we talk to people about something that is just such a hard topic? And you know, when I started to think about it, I kind of just tapped into that strength that my mom always exhibited. She was diagnosed with breast cancer for the first time in 2009. It was a cancer that had not spread according to the doctors. She had a fairly large mass and her back hurt. Once they found it, they took it out. She went through her chemo, radiation, all of that. She beat it. It was tough. I'm not going to say that it wasn't, but she beat it, okay? Then, you know, she kind of just went on with her life, but her motto was always, if what I have to share can help just one person, if we can nudge you in the right direction to go get tested, to stop being afraid of the word cancer and to do something proactive about it, then this video is a success. My mom was a minister, so she always saw every opportunity, every experience in her life as a way to help someone else. And so I think that's what we're doing. So she was a lovely, lovely person. She fought like a girl, which is what they say about breast cancer. And I'm really, really proud of her. I'm proud of the way that she raised us. I'm proud of her attitude towards life and how it was always, when something came her way, it was never about giving in or giving up. It was always about finding a solution and then fighting your way through it. And so I think, like, wow, as I'm sitting here as a mom of 3 and I have 3 boys, but just to have my mom's spirit like within me, like to teach my boys the same, I think is a wonderful thing. And it's also something to be emulated, you know, like it's just wonderful for you to have that defiant spirit, that bold spirit that says, I'm going to fight, whatever it is, right? In talking about breast cancer, I was sharing with my friends about how it was my mom's birthday this month. And then Aileen shared her story. She also fought breast cancer. She beat it. Again, early detection is the key. And I'm just so inspired by women. Like, man, like we're so strong. We're so much stronger than we think we are. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I feel like the common theme that I see with women is that we all are very sensitive. We all are very in tune with other people. We want to protect our families, our kids. So sometimes we keep a lot of things to ourselves and we're afraid. Fear is a normal feeling, but I'm always just marveled at how strong we are. So I want to tell you about this this woman that I met. I met her through work and we just met. And I don't know what it was, but I felt so comfortable asking her like, hey, she's going through breast cancer treatment right now. And I said, hey, what were the signs? Like, what did you feel? Like, how did you know? And with her, it was just found in like a routine type of examination. And she is such an advocate for just routine checkups because sometimes you think everything's fine and it's not. And Aileen will have an amazing story about how not only is early detection the key, but also why you should encourage those around you, like just go and get tested, go and get that baseline mammogram. From our experience with my sister and I, if your mom has been diagnosed with breast cancer, most insurance companies will approve a baseline mammogram before the age of 40. And so definitely take advantage of that. More than anything, want to use this opportunity to continue the conversation, to not shy away from something that in the past has scared me, and just be aware. Like, don't let fear stop me from doing the things that will help me find treatment early on should I need it. So here's some really good news that I found, and I found this on nationalbreastcancer.org. Okay, so that's why the more you know, the more empowered you are. But I just want to read this to you because I don't want to get it like wrong. But it says, in recent years, perhaps coinciding with the decline in prescriptive hormonal replacement therapy after menopause, we have seen a gradual reduction in female breast cancer incidence rates among women aged 50 or older. Death rates from breast cancer have been declining since 1990. Do you see why you don't have to be afraid of this? They've been declining. We're getting better. Science is good. In part due to better screening and early detection, increased awareness, and continually improving treatment options. So again, like I said, for the right person watching this video will be full of substance and the right information that they need to take the next step into getting tested and to going and making sure that you are informed, that you are aware, and that you are exercising best practices when it comes to women's health. Now, breast cancer does not only affect women, it affects men as well. And so, again, to that one person watching this that it could really help, I would also encourage you to make others aware. You know, early screenings for men and women is the key. That's a pretty pink look. I know that not everybody has the same thinking or experiences as I know that, you know, for some people it's scarier for others than for others. Some people are bold enough to take that next step. Other people need help. And so I also want to open myself up as a resource. Like, even if you need me like to research something for you, or you just want to talk through your feelings before making that appointment to go get screened, like, that's why I'm here. Like, I'm here because of my mom, and I'm also here because I want to help, like, in any way that I can. And, you know, I just think that as you start to help others, you almost heal yourself. My mom passed away of breast cancer. She fought it 3 different times, but there was a bunch of other stuff going on. Science and data tells us that the survival rate is actually very, very high. That makes me very encouraged. That makes me want to share those good facts and data with others. I would love it if we could just start a conversation, like, share with us, you know, people in your life that passed away. Share with us in the comments, like, your stories, if you have one. If you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, share your stories with us. It could really help the community. It also shows people that even though you did hear that dreaded word as a diagnosis, you're still here. Like, that's the good news. You're still here. And that is to be celebrated. That is to be talked about. And you just never know who you're helping by sharing your story. Don't share if you're not ready, but if you are, it just really is a very encouraging and positive thing. And instead of it just being like that nasty, you know, bad word that nobody says, it becomes something that we take the power back from it, because at the end of the day, it's just a word. I'm gonna go in with a really, really pretty pink blush. This is in the shade Pink Nectar by M Cosmetics. A really beautiful, beautiful subscriber who's now really a friend sent this to me, so I'm really appreciative. I've been wanting to use these M Cosmetics blushes. You kind of just put a little dollop in your hand, and then you just start to wash over the cheeks with your fingers. Oh, that's really pretty, you guys. It's like a little wash of pink color. So anyway, I encourage you all, share your stories with us. Encourage others in your life. Give them the facts about the success that we have as a country with breast cancer. Most often people will just focus on like what's going wrong and how many people are affected or dying from it. But in reality, more people are surviving than are not. And that's great news for us. It's great news for us that either have never had a breast cancer diagnosis, or for people that live in fear. It lets us know like, hey, there's solutions out there. We're gonna make it. And instead of the facts scaring us, the more we know, the better we do, the more we grow as a person. So that's what I would encourage everyone. I am, again, using this as an opportunity to share those good facts with everyone. And I'm also using it as a way to just kind of honor my mom on her birthday. I think that if we can use our experiences and, you know, those things that have hurt us in the past to help someone, then it's worth it. Yeah. This is really pretty, guys. It's M Cosmetics. Again, it's in the shade Pink Nectar. And then she also sent me this Heaven's Glow Magic Hour blush. And it's a really, really pale pink, but it's a perfect way to set the liquid blush. I love it. So pretty. I'm gonna throw on some lashes, some liner, and then we'll come back. I'll do my pink lip, and then we'll just wrap it up. Okay, we're back. And so we're gonna finish off with a pink lip. I can't say that I've done like this whole pink thing, but I like it. I think with the eyeliner and everything, it looks pretty. So a really pretty pink combination for me. You're gonna be surprised, but it's actually drugstore. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayons. These are very long wearing, very comfortable, and they have this beautiful matte look to them, and I just really enjoy them. The shades that I have here are in the shades. Okay, so this is really cute. I had never read the shade names, but the shades that I have is Accept a Dare and Stay Exceptional. So hello, very fitting for a video. I will start with Accept a Dare first, which is like the deeper shade. These crayons are so good, you guys. They will last you all day long. Okay, so this is the final look. Again, it was just an opportunity to talk to you guys about breast cancer awareness, why it should not stay limited to just a month. Breast cancer awareness should be something that we're always thinking about, that is always top of mind, but not in the negative, self-deprecating way that we've become accustomed to. We need to stop letting words and statistics scare us or put us in a place of fear. Instead, let's be empowered by the facts, because the facts tell us that not only is it something that is very common, but it's also something that we have a solution for, something that can be beat if it is caught early on. And so I hope that this video was helpful for someone. I hope that it didn't bring your spirits down, because in reality, even though my mom's not here with us any longer, she lived a really good, long life. She was a lovely woman. She wanted to help others. She wanted to empower and encourage others. And that's what I hope that this video will do for you today. Please join me in making sure that we're getting our annual checkups. Let's go and get that baseline mammogram that can eventually help us should we ever receive that nasty diagnosis. But again, you are not a diagnosis. You are strong. You are a woman, and you can beat it. So again, thank you so much, Aileen, for partnering with me on this. This is just again, such a beautiful way to honor my mom, to honor her life and the work that she did. This is also a beautiful way to honor you, Aileen. You are strong. You are beautiful. Try not to cry. I love you so much, and I know that God brought you into my life for a good reason, because I needed you during this time in my life. And I'm just thankful to all of you. You all help me heal every day. You all help me be a better person every day. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for this community. I'm thankful for this platform. And please share in the comments down below something that you think would be helpful for others. Let's build our community up. Let's lift each other up, because that's what we're here to do. If you haven't subscribed, make sure and do that. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. Make sure and give me a like if you like what you saw. Definitely go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You, all of you that go and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, all of you that are subscribed, or those that watch my videos, like, you are the reason that I do this. And it makes me happy. So definitely go follow me there. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys next time. Love you all. Bye.